The All Blacks came out flying. Those first 20 minutes were classic New Zealand rugby. Quick ball, sharp hands, and 2 brilliant early tries that really set the tone. At that stage it honestly looked like England were in for a long night. But credit to them, they fought their way back and turned it into a proper test match. 4 great tries, big momentum swings. Honestly, it was entertaining from start to finish. But still there were plenty of strong performances from the All Blacks. So let's break it down and go through the player ratings one by one and see who stood out in the black jersey. Ethan only played the first half, and to be fair, the scrums were pretty even while he was on. He held his side steady, made 7 solid tackles, and added 4 carries in his 40 minutes. Not a standout, but definitely a decent shift from him. I give him a 6. Apart from that yellow card, Cody had a solid game. His line-out throws were pretty accurate, he made 5 tackles, and carried hard, breaking the gain line 5 times out of 6 carries. He even got on the scoreboard with a try. Definitely a good day for him. I am giving him a 7.5. Fletcher Newell was on for 55 minutes, and he was pretty solid throughout. He made the 3rd highest number of tackles among the All Blacks with 12 stops, added 5 carries, and his scrummaging was decent. A steady and reliable performance from him, so I give him a 7. I think Scott Barrett was solid enough on Saturday, especially in the lineouts. He even nicked a couple from England. Made 7 tackles and had 8 carries. Not one of his show-stopping games, but he did his job really well. I am giving him a 7. Josh was a bit better for me than Scott Barrett, especially in the lineouts. He also stole a couple of England's throws and honestly, that was one of the All Blacks' strong points. He also made the 2nd most tackles on the team with 13 stops. Pretty solid shift from him. 7.5. Honestly, I didn't see too much from Parker on Saturday. He made 9 tackles, which is decent, but didn't really stand out much. He was only on for 48 minutes, so not a huge amount of time to make a mark. Solid enough for what he had. Giving him a 6.5. Not one of Ardy's best games, but he still did some good stuff. Won a turnover, made 9 tackles, and carried 10 times, breaking the gain line 5 of those. Solid contribution, nothing flashy, but decent enough. I give him a 7. Peter Larkai was easily the best forward for the All Blacks on the day. Made 8 tackles, crossed the gain line 9 times, and carried the ball 20 times, the most of anyone on the team. Even beat a couple of defenders along the way. Really put in a big shift. Giving him a 8. Roygaard had a pretty solid game, though it's a pity he got taken off after 44 minutes after a couple of hard hits. He did well getting the ball out quickly to his backs, made 5 tackles, and had a few good runs. Could have rated him higher if he'd stayed on longer, but 7.5 feels fair. Beauden Barrett had a pretty quiet game once again on Saturday. He did get the backline moving a few times and made 3 tackles, but that's about it. One mistake that stood out was a penalty kick that went a bit too far past England's goal line, which gave England a scrum. Not his best day, so I'd give him a 6. Leicester had a pretty solid game. Made a couple of strong runs on the left wing, carried the ball 7 times, and even scored a try. Added 4 tackles as well. Personally, I think he might be a better option on the wing than at outside centre. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I give him a 7.5. Quinn was pretty solid on Saturday. Distributed the ball nicely, got involved in a try assist, made 10 tackles, and carried 9 times. Bit of a shame he got replaced after 55 minutes, but still a strong contribution. I'd also give him a 7.5. I think this was one of Proctor's best matches this year, even though they didn't win. He was rock solid in defense, making 14 tackles, the most in the side, won a crucial turnover, carried 7 times, and crossed the gain line 4 times. Definitely a strong showing. I'm going to give him an 8. Carter had a much better game than he did against Scotland. Won a turnover, made a couple of nice breaks, and put in 4 tackles. Out of 10 carries, he got past the advantage line 6 times and made the most meters on the team with 59. Solid performance. I'd give him a 7.5. For me, Jordan was the standout for the All Blacks. Scored a brilliant try. His strike rate now sits at 85%. Super consistent, always does his job well at the back, and really reliable under the high ball. Definitely one of the best on the day. 8.5 for me. Samisoni only played around 20 minutes, so not much to say. Made 3 carries and crossed the advantage line once. Short cameo, so I give him a 5. Williams played the entire second half, but for me it was a pretty quiet game. Scrummed well, but aside from that not much to report, just 1 tackle and 1 carry. Solid enough but quiet. 5.5 for him. Pasilio Tosi on the other hand only played about 25 minutes, but for me, he did a bit more than Williams did in 40. Made 2 tackles and crossed the gain line twice out of 3 carries. Short but decent shift, I give him a 6. Sam Derry only played 14 minutes, so it's hard to really rate him. He was okay in the lineouts but not much else to report statistically. No rating here. Wallace Sititi only got 26 minutes on the field, and he didn't make such an impact from the bench. Carried 3 times and crossed the gain line once, but didn't make any tackles. I'd give him a 5.5. Ratimer came on for Cam Roygaard in the 44th minute, but didn't make a huge impact. He did the basics, getting the ball out to his backs, but they were mostly on the back foot defending. Made 2 tackles and not much else, so I'd give him a 5.5. Linet Brown was on for just 25 minutes, and honestly didn't see much of him. Had 3 carries, but England's defence shut him down quickly. Short cameo, so I'd give him a 5. Unfortunately for DMAC, he couldn't make much of a difference this time against England. Had a couple of good runs in his 26 minutes and added 1 conversion, but that was about it. I'd give him a 5.5 this time. Well, we all knew it was going to be a tough battle on Saturday. The All Blacks came out strong in the first 20 minutes, but England on the day were just the better side. Still plenty of solid performances from the team, and I'm sure they'll be coming back hard next week against Wales. For me, looking at everyone apart from the few guys I didn't give a rating for, the average score for this All Blacks side on Saturday is 6.6, and honestly, that pretty much reflects the overall way they played. Not bad, but definitely room to improve for the next match.